Hi guys, in today's video we are going to paint this beautiful horse painting in simple 4 steps. So let's get started. Now let's see the requirements of this painting. You can check all the art material links in the description. We are going to use these colors for our first step. So in the first step we are going to paint the background. So in this painting the background is sky. So in this painting is a sunset scenery. So I have chosen the colors like yellow pink and Naples yellow, and I blend smoothly where the two colors meet. Now let's use the color yellow deep. As you know, this is the most important color for this sunset painting. To make this painting very vibrant and aesthetic, these colors are very helpful. So as we finish the sky, now let's paint the field. So this is the sunflower field. So I have chosen the colors from light green to dark green. So here I apply the color light green and I mix the green with yellow to have this beautiful color. And you can see gradually I increase the green. So in this point we have the medium green. As we go further, we increase the green pigment in this painting. So you can see now we are using the color medium green, and I'm going to add little black to the color medium green. So the color become more like sap green here, but this is not a like sap green. So here I apply the color. So you can see we are from very light shade of green to dark shade of green. Now let's jump into the second step. So in the second step we need to paint blurry effect flowers. To paint the blurry effect we need to do something. First we just apply the color and wipe off the excess colors in your brush, and then just blend the color and let the color dry completely. So you can see here I am painting another one. So first we apply the color in the circle form and I wipe off the excess color from my brush, and later I am blending the color again to the background. Once the layer is completely dry, we are going to put another layer of paint on this. So you can see I am just blending the color again. So in this way this will become more vibrant and bright. So this is so simple. All we need to do is apply the color and wipe off the excess color from your brush and try to blend the color to the background. Once the layer is completely dry, we are again putting another layer of color and try to blend it again. So this will become more vibrant again and the blurry effect is ready. So you can see as we are painting the sunflower field, we need to paint more blurry flowers. In the distance I paint very small blurry effect. This painting will become more realistic. So in the distance we need a very little circles. In the third step we are going to paint the hero of this painting, that is the horse. First we need to trace this image. So that I am using my white oil pastel. So first I apply the color on the back side of the paper and I am going to trace it. If you don't have a white oil pastel, you can use crayons, white crayons or white color pencil. Here I am using the color raw sienna for this horse painting and I am using my round brush. It is really easy to paint the horse silk coat here as we already traced the image of the horse. So you can see why I am using the color white instead of black. You can see the background is very bright. So if we use the color black, it may not be visible to our eyes to trace the image. So I use the color white. So in that case you can also use any light yellow instead of white. If you want that image for tracing, then no problem. I have given the image link in the description. You can check the image link. I am using this raw sienna only for the base of this horse painting. Later I am going to add more dark values and light values. To more the dark values, I mix the color black to the brown to have this a dark shade of brown. You can see I just apply the color where I find the shadows in this painting. So here you can see I apply the color on the ears. I apply the colors on the two ears and I'm going to paint the dark value on the chin and also in the jaw area. So after finishing this, we are going to add the color in more areas like in the neck area and on in the throat area. We are using this dark value of color. So in my reference I see some shadows in these parts, so I use a dark value only in the areas where I find some shadows. So after this I am going to add some lighter values of colors here. For the lighter values of color, I mix the color orange to the raw sienna, so we have a light shade of brown here. So I'm applying the color on the jaw. As I made this painting only for beginners, I only use very simple techniques to paint the horse painting as easy as possible. And I believe this video might be helpful for beginners. So if you find this tutorial is really easy and simple for you, then please let me know in this comment section. This painting idea was suggested by one of my followers in Instagram. They asked me to paint a horse painting, especially in a field and in the time of sunset. So I decided to paint a sunflower field and the sunset painting. So this painting is really interesting and easy. Now back to the painting. Here we apply some highlights of colors. Using this dark grey, here I am painting the nose area. So you can see I am using my round brush, and here I use the color dark grey. So I add more black and little white to the color. So once we finish this, let's paint the nostril. To paint the nostril, I am using the color black. Here I am painting a circle for the nostril, and let's paint the chin. So here we need to add some lighter values around the nostril. Now it's time to paint the eye. Using the color dark grey, first I block the area in the shape of the eye. After this I am painting some black line around the eye. After this we are going to paint the eye. So you can see I am using the color black. So once the color is completely dry, we are painting another layer around it, and here I am using the color white. Around the white I am using the color light grey, and here we paint some highlights around the eye. Painting the eye in the small space seems little difficult, but I hope this tutorial is helpful for you. Now let's paint some white line on the bridge of the nose. So adding this white make the horse painting more beautiful. I think this white line gives the painting even more depth and a shade of beauty again. Now it's time to paint the hair of the horse. So the body hair of the horse is called mane. So now let's paint the mane. So you can see first I'm using the color orange. Originally the hair color is brown, but the brown hair exposed to sunlight, it will shine like a orange color. So the base color I use orange. Again here I am using the color we used earlier, that is the brown mixed with little black, the dark shade of brown. So here I am using the color. And here I am going to paint more hair. So first we paint some base here. So in this base area is like where the hair is grow very thick. So we need to paint some base here so that we can paint the hair. The horse painting took me 3 hours to finish this. So when you are painting, no worry and no hurry, and just enjoy the process and love your painting. Now let's paint the rope or strap that is used to tie the horse. As we already traced the image, so it is really easy for me to paint the rope. If you are new to my channel, I am Rexana and I love to paint with acrylics, and here I am sharing my painting knowledge with beginners. So if you find my tutorial is really easy and helpful for you, then please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also you can follow me in my Instagram to know all the regular updates about my paintings. In the final step, we are going to paint the flower field, especially the sunflower field. So first we need to paint the branches. So here you can see I just painting some trunk. So first we need to paint the trunk in a medium green. Later we are going to add more light green. So now we are adding the light green color here. I am using my round brush to paint the branches. So if you don't have a round brush, then you can use your liner brush to paint this. Now it's time to paint the flowers. So here I use the color orange first. For the petals, I use the color primary yellow, and I mixed a little white to the color, and here I am painting the individual petals. This painting took me around 5 hours to finish this, and let me know in the comment section how much you like this painting. So this is the final look, and I will meet you guys with another painting. Until then, have fun with colors.